So, welcome to the book club now, Pirate. You caught up. Good job, buddy.
Yeah.
You did it.
Russ not talking to you, Pika?
I don't know. I mean, he untimed him out. Just he didn't respond to my DM, but he did do it. But that's fine. So, episode 26. What the fuck? I don't. Other than Pirate, I know Spooky made us all watch that right after the last meeting, just like the opening bit.
Oh yeah, I was right. He is dead. I was right.
I didn't expect
He's
they were gonna kill him
actually
this fast. I thought it was gonna be like
Yeah.
halfway through.
I was
completely
Call
agree.
me
Called-
corrected.
I went from when he got shot through the what's it called, the right side or left side of the chest. I was like, oh, he can possibly survive that. And then the second time where it's like, oh no, it went right through his neck. Okay, he's dead. He's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that detail. Just make it obvious that he's dead.
Yeah, they had to make sure he got a double shot. Because, like, yeah, I guess he could have survived from the chest, but, no, he's also gonna get hit in, like, his artery.
Yeah.
Those
I mean-
laser rings are kind of fucked. I don't know why everyone doesn't just have one.
Yeah, I don't. I need
Like,
like an
they're
explanation.
fighting
like
with battle
now.
axes, and they have literal laser rings that are just, like, instant shred through your skin.
Okay, but I think the lasers kind of move slow for this, like a laser.
Okay, but I think it moves faster than a battle axe. Like, even if it's a slow laser, it's a faster than a battle
Well,
axe.
isn't the reason they use those because they can have like some kind of like energy field that makes it explode if you do it?
Well, yeah, the Zephyr particles, of course. But I think you
Like,
should still
I
have
don't
one
think you
just in case
question-
there are no Zephyr particles.
I don't think you can question the fine details of the combat and strategy in this.
The strategy you sure can. Gribbles had a lot to say about that, but
Yeah, I've stopped. I've stopped writing that down.
Yeah, that's what I
But-
mean. You just gotta take it as it is.
I think like the good part of the show isn't for like the intelligent writing; it's for the like how well they keep the scale the whole time.
and like character interactions and stuff. Because you just get excited, like,
Yeah.
oh, what if this captain fights this captain on this side?
Yeah. and then it does. You're like, oh,
Oh,
Thank
what if,
you for
what if
following through.
Siegfried and Wen Li shake hands? Oh, that's a pog moment. Poggers.
what if they kiss?
Anyway.
They didn't go to the fountain.
Ugh. Sorry. Things are moving pretty fast.
Can we talk about how Anna Rose is a horrible person?
Yeah,
Reinhardt
your
is
best-
literally like he's
Your best
dying,
friend
he's depressed.
died, but like, I'm gonna leave. I don't think
Okay.
it's good that we talk.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
know me anymore.
God,
Like I know you
I'm
need like
gonna
emotional
leave.
support thing, but like you're like an emperor or something now. I'm leaving. Get out of my life.
Well, hold on.
I
Do we
shouldn't be
know
near
that
you.
she actually made that message, or was it Oberstein?
I'm pretty sure it was her. Although that would be crazy if we find out Oberstein like deep faked Anna Rose's conversation.
Yeah, it is notable that Oberstein's
Yeah.
is the one who talked to her right before. He could have, I mean, told her to say those words, but I don't think she would do that. I mean, if she did, she's an idiot then. She's either malicious or stupid.
Is she written out of the story now? Because didn't she say that she'd only talk to him after he conquers the entire universe?
No, she said when you're weary and like need me, I'll be there. But you can't be weary yet. Is basically what she said verbatim.
I think she is out of the story until like for a while at least.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
don't
know,
think we
I-
see her for at least 10 to 20 episodes.
I think things can progress pretty fast randomly in this, so
That is true. We did get like a year time skip.
Yeah.
we get a funny thing of Reinhardt putting all the men over 10 to death.
Yeah, he
In the fight.
specifically chose like, yeah, any man over 10, you are dead.
Yeah, you're
That was
done,
the age that
though.
he went to the academy or whatever.
Yeah, you can't be considered a man or like sapient, I guess, unless you're 10 or older.
can I have any?
An
Oh, they
11-year-old is unironically old.
True. We also in this episode we also like canonically finally found out they do in fact have FTL, even though it was kind of obvious they needed to have that. This was the first instance where they gave
I
it
don't
like
know.
it took
Sometimes
20 days to travel between the fortress and Odin, which could only happen if you have FTL, and then later they show
Yeah.
FTL.
sometimes they imply that they just kind of just go fast.
Yeah, but this is the first time they've said like, okay, this is what we're doing.
Let's see. What did it?
You haven't been here for our previous meetings, Pirate. All the ships are basically big space, like ocean boats. So they could have just been going like normal speeds for all we knew.
Yeah.
I like that they just immediately, like all of them were on board with Oberstein. He's like, yeah, let's use this as an excuse to arrest Lipton Lod and get rid of him.
Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised that that went out so quickly. I was expecting there to be like a little bit of a conflict there, but they really just want to get to the Yang versus Reinhardt. They're really rushing to that.
All right, I guess episode 27.
Yeah,
They
okay.
changed how they call the dates.
I'm a
Yeah.
genius.
They went from Imperial year to Universal. They went Space Era to Universal Century.
But they didn't change the other one.
Mhm.
I don't get it.
I like because your notes. You said the exact same thing as me. New opening, but you like the first one more. That's exactly new opening. I like the first one more.
The opening's fine, but it's not going to be In the Skies of Love. Like, that is just iconic. Like, that is
Yeah.
just a great OP. This one has a
Yeah.
lot of uphill fighting to do. I like the
Uh,
ED
this-
though, but the OP
I like Poplin.
definitely needed a bit more time in the oven.
I kind of thought it would have been just the same OP for the entire 100 episodes, but I guess I don't know why I thought that.
Well, now I assume there's going to be 4, since we know there's 4 seasons, effectively.
I kind of got spoiled on it changing because my thumbnail was changed.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't pay attention to that, but I guess that would have spoiled it for me too, technically.
How do you? Never mind.
My thumbnails are a random scene in the show, which is like cool. So I saw like one far out where someone's getting like shot. It's like awesome.
That'd
I'm
be an
excited
awesome
to
way
get
to have been
spoiled.
spoiled that Siegfried was going to die if it just showed his neck getting exploded.
I censor my thumbnails for all my anime. This is what I see.
Oh, 3, 2,
Yeah.
1.
I see. I'll show mine. Spoiler 3. What is this show called again?
The Galactic Heroes.
Well, while Pirate's doing that, I liked this episode. It was a cool, like, from the perspective of fighter pilots episode. Also, Julian
I think
stuff.
Julian is insane for joining as a fighter pilot.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
That is probably like one of the
Absolutely.
highest death toll groups, because at least in the ship too, you're like, everyone dies if you die, versus like, oh yeah, half my friends are dead now, but I lived.
I just feel like Julian has been stated a lot to be like really, really smart and talented at everything he does.
Yeah, this guy's
It's
just like
Well,
him,
he's
I
literally
guess.
already an ace fighter pilot. He literally blew up a fucking ship with his
Yeah,
tiny
that is true.
fighter.
Yeah.
Is that the
I
first?
mean-
Is that the first time that's happened in the show?
No.
Fighter
That happens
destroying
a
a
lot.
ship.
I think it is.
No, smaller ship, like splitting open a bigger ship.
That happens a
First time
lot.
they've shown it, definitely that's not the
No,
first
they
time
show
in
it a lot.
history that's it. Did they show it a lot?
Yeah, they do.
Okay,
They do.
maybe I just didn't notice.
Yeah, I think this is setting up Julian to be a like more important character this season.
Well,
I get-
what's it called? What is it?
Well, the conflict is that he's doing well, but his protector Yang
Is it
doesn't
the-
want him to be involved.
The first,
Yeah.
what's it called? The first opening, was it the first, it's the first ending, I think, where, Julian is looking up to Reinhardt, so I'm
Yeah, but
guessing
they
they're gonna
literally
do
met,
something.
and that was kind of symbolize. Actually, you know what? That's symbolizing the fact that Julian's also gonna die to mirror Reinhardt dying for or Siegfried dying for Reinhardt.
Yeah, and then Yang's gonna go on, like, a gay quest for, like, Reinhardt or something.
I do want them to have their dramatic like bullet standoff at the fountain for like episode 108. They both have their laser pistols that travel at like sub-bullet speeds.
Yeah, the only thing Reinhardt cares about is his rival now. He has nothing else left now.
For now.
Yeah, that's from episode 26. Yang Wen Li, will you fill that role?
Uh-huh.
That's
Wow.
what Reinhardt says.
Now that I know it's books, I literally anything can change episode to episode.
Yeah, his new novel means like end of novel, probably big cliffhanger, major changing event to go into the next novel, I assume.
Well, we just started the next novel.
True. Did
I mean, I mentioned when I changed novels. It was at like episode 27 or something.
yeah, but that's like again major like story changing event. Siegfried died, and then new novel.
Yeah, no, I think it's exactly that. Yeah.
Like that makes sense that this episode is the start of the new novel.
Yeah.
Also, it's the start of the season, which also makes sense. But
So I was surprised that Merkatz is still in the Empire uniform. Like it felt a little weird.
Yeah.
it's his personal uniform. He
I
bought it. He's
guess.
gonna wear it out. He's a man of not waste.
It feels a little out of. I mean, obviously it's supposed to be out of place. It's meant to signal he's like an outsider, but still, it feels like you shouldn't be wearing the military uniform of your enemy.
I think it's a
I find
respect thing.
Merkatz-
We're not gonna force you to wear our uniform. You're like an established like big general.
I
Also,
think Merkatz is my favorite character. He is
completely agree.
definitely the most interesting.
I think
I completely
Wenli's
agree.
entire side has so many great characters that I really like. Like Reinhardt has some. Like I like the two that we're gonna get an entire episode for later in this meeting.
Mintmire and Ruintal.
But
Oh yeah.
no, I think Wenli kind of mogs with his like side characters.
I mean,
Yeah,
Reinhardt
I
was
guess-
like mogged in the earlier.
Yeah, Reinhardt
sections.
had the earlier thing because Wenli was kind of carrying the entire alliance side until he got more
The early
characters.
Mog.
I guess maybe I meant like favorite side character because obviously
Yeah.
like Wenli or Reinhardt are more cool. But yeah,
I really like Hilda so far. I'm curious to see where they go with her. I feel like she's gonna be the save Reinhardt from his emotional collapse going into darkness moment character is what they're setting up.
I feel like
her
she's
for.
a bit wishy-washy on what she wants.
Well, she's a woman, so that's expected. But I feel like at the end she'll save Reinhardt.
She's evil.
I didn't like the action sequences from 27. I feel like there was a lot of jump cuts back and forth. I'm like, why is this suddenly here now? Now we're here, and now it's peaceful. Now it's like, oh, here we're in the fighter pilots. Now we're in.
Yeah, I kind of blame that on them not it being old animation and not a movie. Like,
Yeah.
we want to show like set pieces, but we don't want to like animate the in-betweens to get there.
Also, I didn't follow why Fezzen wants the Empire to win.
Because of what happened and how things shook up, they decided, well, the current situation is the Empire's like majority power by our estimation, and Fezzen is less powerful, but still like way more powerful than the Alliance. So they just figured, okay, well, it'll be easier to enact our plan. But okay, I guess there's
Yeah.
two
Yeah.
different
They
directions
said-
for Fezzen. There's the space Earth cult plan, and then the leader's plan, which is not that plan, but he's trying to make it seem like they're doing the same thing.
At least from what my understanding of this was that Fezzen wanted to continue the war to keep it, keep being Jews about it. But then once they got a winner, like it's easier for them to control an autocracy than it is a democracy. So they're like, all right, let's go for Reinhardt. I think that's what they said in one of the later episodes.
Yeah, because I think from their calculation, the Alliance is clearly going to lose. So they're like, okay, well, we'll just jump in now, pick the winning side, and then like take them over from the shadows after they win, and we'll like clean up the scraps.
And they spend their time putting in their spies or whatnot, choosing the winner.
I just feel like Fezzen survives because both sides kind of need Fezzen and don't want to fight a two-front war. Where it's like if the Empire completely destroys the Alliance, I feel like they're just going to kill Fezzen because why wouldn't they? I don't know why they would keep Fezzen alive.
Yes, I agree with that. Yeah.
I mean, but the concept is, I guess they're going to try to assassinate Reinhardt and replace him with someone who's more lenient towards them. I guess that's the point.
Yeah,
I still
I
think that's an
agree.
insane plan, though. I think that's an insane plan that will never work out for them.
Yeah, I find it. I think one of the guys called out how short-sighted it was, and I'm like, yeah, fucking is.
I mean, the problem with Pheasant is there's like 2 or 3 different plans, and like 2 of the 3 plans are trying to trick the other plans into thinking that it's the same plan.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll see how the chips fall for that. But no. Then the only other thing about Julian I wanted to bring up before we finish this episode is dude has like S tier luck. He escapes like barely escapes 2 different ships exploding this episode.
Yep.
Like the one time it's like, okay, well that's kind of crazy, and then literally it happens again. It's like, oh, okay, I guess he has plot armor. He's not gonna die. He's canonically lucky.
Yeah. Initially, I had the thought that he was foreshadowed to die, and then once he got super lucky on that, I'm like, okay, I don't know if he's actually going to be dying.
He can't die yet. He's in the ending.
Okay, but Siegfried died when he was in the ending.
But then the ending ended.
Yeah, but you know who's looking up at Siegfried in the first ending?
That means he's not going to die until like 20 episodes from now or so.
I don't know. Things can
believe
move
that.
pretty fast. To borrow a wise man's word from earlier in this meeting.
That's when the ending changes, though. That's why he dies then.
The ending changes in 2 episodes,
Could be.
or the OP changes in 2 episodes. Like, oh shit, what's happening?
I'm just reposting this because I spoiled it originally, but everyone's seen their episodes now.
Is he playing Rant 6?
Yeah, that is Rant 6 on the right monitor.
I didn't even recognize that.
So Rant 6 and Puyo Puyo Tetris are the 2 monitor games.
I see.
That's a good image. Oh,
Anyway,
man.
so that guy likes dogs.
No. Oberstein
Doesn't
likes
like
dogs.
He likes dogs.
Yeah, how come they brought up that Oberstein got a dog?
I think that's like a characterization moment. Like this is his character arc. He's not a heartless
Whoa.
like killing machine doing the optimal path. He will get a dog and like treat him well.
Yeah. Also, I kind of thought he was buying flowers for his new friend at first.
Oppenheimer?
Yeah, this is the Mittenmeyer Runetal episode.
Okay, before we get to
Yeah.
that, I do like that Reinhardt immediately shut that guy down for trying to bribe him. I was like, oh, it's a bribe? Okay, you're going to jail and never being seen again, actually. Fuck you.
Yeah.
He also, woe
So
is
it called
me, no
him-
one around here understands me.
Oh,
They
I
called him
had
the
that
prince
written
in this
down.
episode.
They called
Oh.
Reinhardt greedy. That made me laugh. He also has a locket full of Kersheitz's hair.
What?
Yeah.
Well, that's his gay lover from the fountain. Of course he'll keep a locket of his hair. Oh, okay. Episode 90, they invent DNA like cloning, and he clones him from the locket of hair. This is actually Chekhov's hair.
Except you can't clone him perfectly, so he actually has to like birth him. So he gets child Kerchies.
Sister, I need you to birth the new Siegfried. I think she'd do it too.
The
So
Mittenmeyer fucks his cousin.
okay, he said distant relative.
It did say distant.
That's
So
still a
that-
cousin.
Is that a
It's-
second cousin?
It's relevant to my poll.
Because if it's second cousin, that's fine.
They know how they relate.
Well, no, he doesn't know how they relate. His mom just said she's a distant cousin. So the mom knows how they relate. Actually,
know,
that should
I
have been
feel
an
like that.
option for the poll. Yes, with parental consent. Like, yeah, it's your cousin, but like her parents and your parents both consent, so it's kind of fine, I guess. But that like
But
sorts out some of the family drama of it.
your parents and her parents are my parents, so you know we're all the same.
It's your sister, so
parents
you have to get both
consented.
sets of parents, but it's just one set, so it's easier.
you you ask you ask for dad for permission, and it's just your dad. Like, oh, sorry guys.
Oh, Cribbles, you should try that since you're back home. Go ask your parents for their daughter's hand in marriage.
It was I won't sidetrack.
Anything else about 28?
Have you read
Yeah,
the,
there's
book
before we get to
Up
the
Figure?
Mittermeier and Runenthal thing. Reinhardt had a banger line saying, "I'm afraid 100 battles cannot be 100 victories. You should make up for one defeat with one victory," and that is an awesome line.
Yeah. So as long as I got 51 victories, I'm good.
Well, no, you just have to make up for one defeat with one victory.
So 50
Yes.
defeats, 51 victories. We're good.
True. No, we can start talking about the actual meat of the episode. I really liked that they did an episode to go through these two characters, because they were kind of two of the more interesting characters from Reinhardt's side.
There,
Yeah.
out of Reinhardt's side now, you only have like Reinhardt, Ruhenthal, Mittermeier, Oberstein, and Hildegard
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
You got
as like
Fahrenheit.
actual characters. I guess Fahrenheit, yeah.
I don't think Fahrenheit's relevant.
I don't think he's relevant either, but he's the only other one I remembered and Oberstein, I guess. But
And then you have Mecklinger.
Who?
We'll get to him.
Is that the guy who's dying?
no, that's
He's an episode 30 character.
Oh yeah, he's the one. Yeah.
he may be holding a flag. Anyways, no, I liked Mittermeier's story. It was just classic. Oh, man falls in love with his cousin, but we can ignore that part. Like faithful guy.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah. Just a normal dude, I feel like.
Yeah.
He's working his ranks up.
And Ruenthal's like the other normal dude.
Yeah, the contrast. Yeah, it's just like the brutal contrast between both of their stories is like so funny to me.
Yeah, it just
was
cuts to like
so
Ruenthal like
jarring.
having had sex with a woman and then just like walks off. It's like, yeah. I like that they try to justify his hatred of women too. It's like, no, my mom was like actually evil, so
She was so evil.
she was comically evil.
Wow,
As women
I
are.
get it. Wow.
I did take the screenshot of the creature called woman was given life just to betray man. I'm like,
Classic line.
fuck yeah.
Yeah. I wrote Ruhenthal as a chud.
I wrote
Because of
Ruenthal's
that line.
incel because his mom was a gold digging whore. I was like, yeah, that's kind of fair. That's fair. His mom trying to cut out his eye was kind of funny. Because she literally like seconds away from de-eyeing him. It's like, yeah, I think you would have got caught having cheated had you like shown your son was missing an eye. It's like, oh, well, why did that happen? I don't know.
It fell out. I don't know.
Sometimes babies are born with a gouged out eye. Maybe it's your fault because you're so
honestly,
old and
I
not giving me
thought-
that money.
Initially, when I saw the episode and it had the two different colored eyes, I assumed it was Oberstein as like a different art style.
Actually, I felt
but-
that too for a split second, so I'm not even gonna blame you for that. It's like, oh, did Oberstein have different colored eyes? Like, no, I was forgetting his thing.
Yeah.
No, they called this guy Odd Eyes in the past.
This
Yeah.
guy's homophobic eyes.
No, he is heterophobic. That's-
Yeah, he's wrapping around to being gay, from base to gay.
Well, he hates women so much that he might as well be gay. Oh, I liked that in Mittermeier's thing, Ruenthal was walking up and his dad's like, look, should he be here? He might steal his wife. It's not the gayest thing that's happened in the show, but that is a very gay comment to make about like a man.
No,
as-
I think we're gonna get to the gays thing. I think has happened in this show in this
True.
meeting.
True. they introduced Shaft, and I like that they mentioned the lore that he was the one that invented directional Zephyr particles, and then he
Yeah,
did
that
nothing
feels
else.
That feels very significantly powerful. I don't know why they just blew it off as like, oh, he just invented this thing that literally rips out every single thing that's ever been made.
Well, no,
But,
Zephyr
you know.
particles already
Invented,
existed.
they
He just
say
invented the
worked on it.
directional one.
That's important. What?
Well, no, it is
Didn't it just
important.
say that he worked on it?
No, they said he
Sorry?
made it.
I don't remember.
Like, I'm pretty sure they specifically said he invented it. I might be misremembering though.
I don't know. I
Uh,
just remember them saying like, "That's an insane thing you invented," and like, "Oh, it's just a little thing." I'm like, "Fucking what?"
We get
Whatever.
Shaft's plan of move the fortress to the other
yeah, that's an
fortress.
insane plan. I agree with it, but like on a functional level, that's an insane plan. Like I do agree that
That's
that is the best way to take a fortress is with a like equally sized other fortress.
well. I mean, the tactics for that just make like 5 fortresses in your back line, and then just dump all of them out in front and
Okay,
just
I
murder
assume that
everything.
fortresses are like a 10-year like construction thing. So I'm
I
assuming
guess.
like that doesn't break
But this is
the
a 150-year war.
yeah, and they presumably have a bunch of. I guess they have a bunch. Yeah.
No, isn't this the only other one they said?
I-
It's like the second biggest one.
Yeah, so why don't they just keep on building them?
Because they don't use
Yeah.
the fortresses very often, honestly.
The
I mean, the
whole
only
thing
reason
about the
Iserlon is used is because it's on like the specific corridor.
Yeah,
But you
like
can move them. So like, why don't
Well, they
you?
couldn't
okay,
move
but
them
no one's
before. This is the
tried to
first time
move
they ever
them.
moved them.
Also,
Just
you
don't tell
can
Kaiser
you can
where.
just start teleporting planets to make another connection rather than going through the Iserlon fortress. But you know,
Or you could, just throw a planet into the Iserlon fortress to destroy it.
Yeah.
oh,
Why
Yeah.
use
a bunch
big
of ice.
giant ice?
Yeah, I think
Why doesn't
throwing,
everyone do that?
I think throwing ice at it at light speed would do significant damage, so they should just do that actually.
It literally has already happened. Why don't they do this again?
Okay, no, it hasn't happened for Reinhardt though. He doesn't know about that tech. Only Wen Li knows that, so Iserlon's safe right now.
Sure.
I hope that's how like the new fortress immediately gets destroyed.
Yeah, they like. I hope they accidentally crash it into Iserlon, killing both fortresses instantly.
The tech just keeps escalating into more ridiculous things as the show goes on.
They start launching planets at the speed of light, and it's just like an entire black hole.
I forgot about episode 29. I don't have any notes on there.
The Japanese just really hate Christianity.
I mean, that's based though, so like, Oh, this episode had awesome Wen Li faces.
Oh, it's this one.
Yeah, this is when I stopped having to. Uh,
I
I
got
can't
very
listen
upset over
to it.
everything Pheasant was saying in 29.
Yeah.
I mean, they
It's
are
just incorrect.
they're just the space Jews.
It's just incorrect history.
No, but if you say it enough, it'll become true history.
I guess that's how it works.
I mean, the pheasant stuff was just more of what they've already been talking about.
Okay, but like, how do loans work when you're talking about different countries? Like, if the Alliance didn't want to pay them off, they could just, like, not.
Okay, but same question for how loans work in like our world right now.
I mean, yeah,
I
but
want
then
more
Oh,
later.
but yeah, I agree with what Tiny's saying. There's 3 countries. Just fucking nuke Pheasant off the planet of the Earth, and now your debt is gone.
Okay, yeah, with 3
Well,
countries,
Exactly.
this whole loans thing doesn't work. It only really works if
Oh.
you have so many countries that like you kind of need other countries to trust the value of your dollar.
The
Yeah,
pheasant,
'cause-
pheasant
Yeah.
is temporarily under control, technically under control of the empire. Like it's technically an empire nation. They just have autonomy.
I'm just saying,
Oh,
but the
but
Empire and the Alliance don't trade with each other. So if you backstab Pheasant as the Alliance, the Empire's not going to care.
I think the
It's just-
fear with the alliance is because Pheasant controls the only other passageway between the 2 areas. That if they don't like actually play along and pay back their loans and stuff, they'll just let the Empire steamroll them. Which they're gonna do anyways because they don't know that Pheasant's like working with the Empire right now. But I assume that's the reason why they're so willing to like, yeah, we need to pay back these loans.
Yeah, I just think you can't think about it too hard. It just stops making sense.
Well, that's
I
the point.
don't believe in
You gotta
Pheasant.
think about it hard, pirate.
I don't think
But-
Pheasant just works
You
as
think
a
harder.
nation.
Yeah, I don't think the nation state that exists between the two superpowers, like, and they're the only two superpowers, and you're like the passageway between them. I don't think that's a
I-
stable position.
I don't believe it
Well, I
makes
think-
sense at all. I think one of the two would have conquered them by now, just
Well, I think the
because they could.
implication is that they have the cultist people in crucial positions.
Yeah, I don't.
I think it's more
I
the
don't-
implication that having trade between the Alliance and Empire is financially beneficial to the Empire, so they kind of let Pheasant work as its own like micro sub-nation, even though it's technically an Empire place. Because
Yeah,
they want a pseudo intermediary so that they can do trade across the universal like gap.
but why do they need to do trade with them? I mean, the Empire is huge. It's massive.
Okay, how are you gonna supply your planet with 10,000 people that's like on the outer rim when the Alliance is closer?
I get. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm sure there are justifications that make sense. There are also plenty that don't make sense and also make it ridiculous.
Yeah,
I think the numbers of people is also a bit silly.
yeah.
None of the numbers make sense. Spooky said this before in previous meetings. You kind of just gotta like mentally times 10 or times 100 every number you hear.
Yeah.
Except for like the amount of people dying in the ship battles. That should like lower.
Divide that by 10.
Divide that by 10, increase the population by 10. A factor of 10.
Polly, your notes are insane.
What are Paul's notes?
Wenley is comically old. And you must breed Wenley, please.
Interesting
Okay,
notes.
that's what that we can get to that part. Oh, at the dinner, they're like, "Oh, Wenley, you're too old. You need to have kids. Oh, you're gonna
You
be so
must have
sad.
children,
Yeah.
Wenley.
Can't be a bachelor all your life.
Wenley tries to retort, it's like, you know how many famous people who like did a lot for the world didn't have kids? And the guy like rightfully says, yeah, you know how many had kids? I can name more.
Yeah, that was an immediate response. I'm like, yeah, that was a good one.
No,
You got me.
I liked their banter back and forth because Wenley was walking in, it's like, oh, you have kids. Is that why you look so old? It's like, yeah, no, I look old so that my wife remains forever beautiful. Because he's trying not to piss his wife off either.
He calls it antisocial behavior not to have a wife at 31.
Oh,
Damn,
damn.
a bunch of us are almost antisocial, guys.
I got one more year. Wait, shit, 2 more years. I forgot.
Oh,
That guy's wife's name is Hortons.
It is funny when they don't recognize how silly some of the names are in like an English language.
well, it's also funny that they have like mutt names because they're like combining Russian, Chinese, German. And they're just like
Polish.
kind of picking and choosing what name they want to use for a lot of these, especially in the Alliance where it's like more of a mutt.
I think it's
Yeah.
cool.
No, I think it's
I
funny.
like it.
I think it's cool too. Just it's funny. Because you literally get like a Wenley talking to some like really Russian sounding name talking to like some Polish guy. But no, both of the faces Wenley made this episode were awesome. I like that Julian just
Give me more
walked up,
into
said,
it.
"Hey, I live here now. I was told to come live here." And Wenley was like, "Okay, get in."
Yeah,
He
that's
didn't.
good.
He's like, "Yeah, okay, that checks out. That makes sense. That's something that that guy would do, making me take care of you."
It also does sound like Wenley as well to be like, well, I guess, sure, whatever.
'Cause
Come
he
in.
doesn't even like verbally respond. He just nods and then like gestures his thumb, like, "Yeah, go in." And then him walking in, doing the like 6'7" pose that I have in my notes. Is really funny.
Yang Wenley is the kind of guy to walk into a meeting and just be like, "Hey guys, 6'7".
6'7", am I right? All right, let's discuss tactics.
He'd do
All right, look,
that.
we're about to lose.
He'd do that. Everyone would look at him funny. He's like, Julian laughs like crazy when I do this. We got sort of a update on the state of the Alliance with how Trunit has basically been filling the military with his people.
Trunit is placing watches on Wenli now.
That's true.
Also, the fact that they think the Trinit's too much of an idiot to actually do any of this on his own. He's clearly being puppeted.
I mean, I agree with that take.
No, I completely agree. It's a good take, and it's true.
And then we get that the Alliance doesn't want to do anything to Wenli as long as Reinhardt's still alive, because Wenli is
Yeah.
like the only counter.
We got a couple banger quotes. These being, if you commit a crime, then have 5 children. If one follows the path of humanitarianism, he may compensate for his father's crimes. Which is crazy reasoning. And then also, Yang knows all about yesterday. He can also see tomorrow very well. Nevertheless, such a person is apt not to know about today. Also a banger line.
Dude,
Yeah.
I had to tap back twice to try to understand what the fuck he said for that. I'm so confused.
He's basically just saying Wenli can see everything except for what's immediately around him.
Yeah. But, man, that's such a complicated way of saying it.
I think it was a very
That episode
artsy
actually
way
had
of
pretty
saying it.
good subs, relatively.
Yeah, I like the subs that episode. And then we got Hilda's woman moment at the end, where she's realizing that only Siegfried could reason with Reinhardt. I still think in the
It's
end
over. It's over.
she'll come around. She'll save him.
she needs to seduce him.
She will
No,
have
Reinhardt's gonna go out in like a blaze of glory. He's gonna go out.
She'll have Reinhardt's child, and then Wenli's gonna get bullied by his own size. Like, see, Reinhardt's like 20 something, and he has a kid. Why are you comically old without wife?
Are we on 30 now?
Yeah, we can do the last
We can
episode.
start 30. Filler.
Okay,
It's
that
filler.
Family Guy is so dead.
What is
He's
it not
beyond
We all
dead.
wrote that. We all wrote that.
Family Guy.
He's just. There's no shot he lives. Also,
I
it was
mean,
funny in that.
they sort of set up for something's gonna happen with him. I presume it's him dying.
Similar, I don't know if this is this meeting or like the last meeting that I missed. It was funny when like right before that transport ship got shot, it immediately cut to them talking about like his family.
That was last
Just a
meeting.
new
That was so
character.
funny. That was just the Family
Yeah.
Guy cutaway gag.
But he actually did survive.
Yeah, which is even funnier.
So maybe this guy's gonna live. Actually, maybe he's gonna defy the odds.
I just want to say it. Mechalinger's painting sucked.
It was.
So true.
Oh,
They didn't wanna have somebody
Meckalinger,
do an
famous
actual painting.
famous painter, and his painting just fucking like I guess it is the style.
So Cribbles, that's the first time we saw that guy in person, but he was brought up in the past about
Okay. Did he like
about
do?
money. No, just about
Did he
money.
do amazing stuff? Oh, a lot of money. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool to see him all excited about
Yeah.
all the painting and stuff, and he's like, "Yeah, this is awesome."
Yeah, he was just
But-
fanboying. It's like, oh yeah, like all of these other famous like savants who did a ton of things. You're just like them. Is Mecklinger's like, I don't
Yeah.
think so, but
I like his response of, "Are you really like lining me up with Da Vinci?"
There's something weird that was foreshadowed there, but I don't know what it was exactly.
oh, he's gonna lose his
Uh,
ear.
That was possibly the gayest line I've ever heard in the show.
What,
Well, I
I've
was in
encountered
the
art
fleet.
that I
I've
can
encountered.
appreciate?
Yeah, talking about Reinhardt.
Yeah, I've encountered art that I can
Oh.
appreciate. Yes, the living art
Yeah,
called
yeah.
Prince Reinhard von Lohengram.
That is
Somehow-
yeah, that is the gayest line. That's true.
Somehow I completely missed that being gay, where I was like, "Oh, he's a good leader. Like that, his art, his work is art." So-
Okay, if
It just-
another man described you as living art,
Like I agree. Yeah.
Would you take that as the ultimate compliment, though, even though it's gay, Paulu? Like a guy just like, hey, this guy over here, he is living art. Have you seen him?
I'd go like, damn, do I look that good?
at a poll.
And then he's like, yeah, Picasso, and then like slaps his knee and runs off. I like that they're just like, fuck the rules. We're gonna summon him, Wenli, for an inquiry, even though that's not a thing. And he's gonna do it, but it's not a thing, so there's no like requirement that he does it technically. And there's
Yeah.
no
And it's really
format.
dumb. Trinidad's an idiot for that. It doesn't accomplish anything. Like, what does he think it's going to accomplish? I mean, they just want to imprison him, but
Yeah,
they
they want to
can't
get rid
imprison
of
him 'cause-
Wenley.
I mean, of course, Fezin does, but I don't know why Trinidad's going along with this. I mean, I guess the
He
point
is
is that he's
Fezin.
literally an idiot.
Yeah. It's funny, the same exact line of like, oh, if you don't follow the rules, then like your entire civilization cripples, and then they immediately go to not following their own rules. It's like, okay, of like trying to bring Wenley in, even though I have no cause for it.
Well, they could bring him in on like an actual summons or whatever, but they chose not to do that.
Because then he'd get a
No, they
lawyer.
couldn't. They had to do a court martial, but he has done nothing to warrant a court martial.
But yeah, but they
That
could
was
have
the
done that
issue.
still, and then he'd have to get a lawyer and it'd be a legal thing. So they just like circumvented that. Like I agree that they
Yeah.
couldn't have. They if they did it, it would have been faulty, but they could have done it that way.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
But they don't want to do that because then he gets a lawyer, he defends himself, and
He wouldn't do
they're
that.
all idiots.
I think they're an idiot to think Wenley would do all of that. He probably just,
He would,
fuck, I'll just show up. I don't care.
he would defend himself and then like say 2 words and then sit down.
Not true, and then he'd like rest his case.
Yeah. And then with his plot armor, he'd walk out. They just sit there and
Yeah.
stare at him.
I mean, who's gonna arrest him? The military likes him.
This is true. Oh no, because Trinidad's replacing all the military.
Oh, that's true. Actually, Trinidad's like setting up for. Oh, what if Wenley's in a cell for the next 30 episodes?
What if Wenley gets kicked out of the alliance? He goes join the Empire.
Yeah, then it's Wenley versus Mercat.
Poor Mercass. He doesn't deserve that.
No, I think he's so cool.
He doesn't deserve to get have to fight Wenley though.
Yeah, let's just have Wenley and Reinhardt on the same side. GG, I guess. Fuck me, I'm losing. Although their styles would clash, and I think it would actually be anti-synergistic, and like they'd collapse.
Well, yeah, they wouldn't be on the same battlefield. You'd have like one of them go one place, one of them go the other place.
I think it would just cause a civil war, and we'd be in the same situation, except they'd both be under the Empire flag.
Oh, it's 3 civilizations now. Or 4 with Pheasant. Even though, yeah.
The other thing
I
from
like
this episode.
Shenkop. I like Shenkop's conversation with Julian, where he's just trying to get a rise to see, like, oh, are you jealous of everything that's happening around Wenley or not? Are you lonely without Wenley? I like Shenkop as a character a lot.
No, Shenkop is one of the best characters in the show.
He
He's
just
cool.
challenges people.
Yeah.
He's
I
also
like that.
funny. He has good quips.
He doesn't hold back.
He's trolling.
Like, is
Yeah,
it,
he's just a guy who's trolling all the time.
was
Yeah.
it this episode where he was like, "Oh, I know a guy. He could fight an entire company by himself, or whatever."
Yeah,
And like
that's so
Wenley's like,
fun.
"Oh, stronger than you? No, I could fight more."
Yeah. Fuck off.
Yeah, Shenkop's great.
Okay, so since there's another scene with Pheasant, I hate literally every scene with Pheasant. This scene is awful. Guy walks up to, so the guy abandons the Empire. He's like, I'm just gonna go live and farm because I've got nothing better to do. Guy comes up to him and
Yes.
says, I'm going to literally kill you and your family essentially if you don't work for me. He's like, I guess I'll work for you then. It's like, what?
Yeah, your farming
just saying-
life. You know, you can do a farming life, but kind of hard to do that if you can't trade, huh? Wink.
I'm just saying, if I'm that guy who's being threatened and this guy's standing next to me, I'm going to kill him. He's literally right there. You're threatening me, and I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you.
He had like the Chad build.
I'm just saying. Like, I don't know. If you're saying you're going to prevent me from doing any trade, you're going to essentially squeeze out my life. I'm going to kill you. You're threatening me. It's self-defense.
That's true.
I don't like that guy who's like, okay, I guess you twisted my arm. I guess I'll go work for you. I don't like that.
Paula, who's the Empire guy that they introduced?
Which Empire guy?
I didn't write his name down. I just want to refer to him saying, them setting up death flags for that guy was really funny, especially the line where he's like, "Oh, have I ever not come back from onto a battlefield and not come back?"
Yeah,
Of course they'll come
That
back.
was
there was a lot of death flags for him. I
They
thought he
kept
was
doing
dying.
them rapid
constantly.
fire.
It's gonna be really
That's-
funny when he actually lives.
Yeah, if he lives, then
Yeah, he survived the warp. I thought that's what they were talking about, like the warp of that the fortress. I assumed that
that
was going to
guy.
fail.
Kemp.
yeah, Kemp. Thank you.
Oh,
Also,
that is
speaking of
Kemp?
the warp, I love that Reinhardt was like, "No, Shaft, you're going beyond that fortress as we do the test because if it fails, you're dying with it."
I feel like they talk about it a little bit more in the book, but Reinhardt just hates that guy.
Shaft, yeah.
Yeah, Shaft. Reinhardt just hates him. But like Shaft walks in, Reinhardt's like, "Oh my gosh, this guy! I'm like this close to just having this guy killed." And then he's like, and Shaft like gives him a good idea. He's like, "Wait, that's a good idea. I
Yeah,
have
but
to
then like
accept
how
it."
Reinhardt started like shit talking him for his ideas, like, "Oh yeah, we'll just hope that the Alliance lets us build our fucking huge fortress, huh?" And then he's like, "No, we're gonna move Geisberg." He's like, "Hold on, this makes sense. Fill me in."
It is good though. I mean, I like that Reinhardt is willing to listen to ideas if they make sense.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
He'll hate people, but he'll like bring them into his side if they're useful.
We're
I
going
guess my
to
last
move it.
the Operation Move the Fortress has begun. Also, they left Siegfried's blood there for over a year.
I wrote
Yeah.
that as well.
That was a personal request.
No, it was surely. Reinhardt's like, no one is to touch this room. Although they had to touch it a little because there was way more blood than that. Reinhardt probably was like, okay, you can clean most of this, but you have to leave this like this area. This is my like reflecting blood to reflect on his life and death.
I guess I want to bring up the directing swap change, where
Mm.
in the past we would see one episode Empire, one episode Alliance,
Mhm.
and now we are
Yeah.
getting a mix of both sides.
Yeah,
in
you're
each
getting
of the
like rapid
episodes.
jumps between both throughout the episodes.
I much prefer the old directing style compared to this
agree.
directing style.
I understand why it switched because in the old style things are moving slower, so they kind of had reason to give you full episodes. Whereas this one, there's kind of like things happening concurrently.
Yeah, I
for
think it's
both.
ramping up to a climax soon, and then it might die down again and start building up.
I mean, yeah, we are just ramping up to the Empire's big assault on the Alliance, and who knows
But
what
no
will
one's gonna be
happen.
there to stop Reinhardt because Wenley's being taken back. I feel like Reinhardt's just gonna walk through them.
Yeah,
I mean, Reinhardt's not going to be there though.
I guess yeah, he's not gonna be there for the
It's
Ice
going to
One
be
Fortress assault.
Mr. Death Flag and the other guy, the young guy.
It's insane that he does so many death flags. I mean, he's gotta die.
Oh,
They
kids, we're
wouldn't
going to
do
go
that.
see your grandma when I get back. Oh, you shouldn't say that because if you break that promise, they'll never forgive you.
Yeah. When have I ever not come back? It's like, well, you're still fucking alive, so every time.
I like how the wife too, like, gave him a look and like made a half-hearted smile. It's like, oh, I mean, I'd rather you not say that because that's like setting up for you not coming back.
It'll be so good if he actually lives. I'll be amazed.
That is a subversion of expectations if he lives.
I like subversions of expectations.
and that's why when Wenley and Reinhardt meet up and they both die, I'm gonna be happy because it's subverted.
They have a
They
suicide
both
pact.
shoot and like kill each other, like the Green Hill shootout scene. It's like the exact same scene, but like they just replaced the characters.
And they kiss.
As they die.
They're at the fountain when this happens. The fountain is like
They're both
the
bleeding
set
out.
piece.
They're dragging
No.
each other's corpses over.
They pull each other up. It's like, oh, one more time before we go into the sunset, and then their lips lock and.
The subversion is they go into the fountain and they don't kiss, and they just actually just
The
die.
final episode, it zooms out and has an insert song while the credits are rolling. It's playing "In the Skies of Love." Pyric, if this is true, you need to comment that this happens. You can spoil that.
No,
If I predicted the
I
last
think we all
episode,
know.
other than that, not that crazy of a set of episodes. I think last set was the craziest.
Yeah, it felt like
This
I-
is a setup for a new season.
Yeah, this was a
Yeah.
ramp down set of episodes. If we follow the trend, I think next set is gonna be somewhat interesting, and then like the 2 sets after that are gonna be crazy.
Well, I think next set's going to be the Isolon Assault, right?
Yeah, like that one's gonna be hype, but I think the like actual crazy episodes are gonna be like the last set of the season again.
yeah.
Speaking of that, I'm not going to be available next weekend.
All right.
That's fine.
Well,
We also don't need to do this in like 1 week. We can push it a little bit if you're
I'm just going to be out of town.
damn.
I'll be out of town the weekend after that, but I might have service. We'll see.
I mean,
It's
we can
a
just aim
UP.
for Monday again if you're gonna be back in town on Monday.
Yeah, well, no, I won't. But
Well, I meant that for Paulu. I care more about talking to Paulu than I'm kidding, Gribbles.
whoa,
Wow, wow.
Gribbles, you're the hardest
What
one to
made
schedule
you
around
say
because
that,
you're just
Pika?
fucking like on mountains. So I've already like
I
written you off
know.
as most likely not to show up because you're gone.
Well, that's
Yes.
what I'm doing on next
Yeah.
weekend is mountain.
Please,
Oh my
please
gosh.
do that because I'll feel bad. I had that once where some girl messaged me like 3 weeks ago and said, "Hey, do you want to go to the mall and get like Christmas presents?" And then
3
I
weeks
forgot.
ago?
I assumed it wasn't gonna happen. So when she texted me in the morning, I'm like, "I'm on the top of a fucking mountain right now." I apologize.
Look,
I
it's
swear
okay.
I'm gonna do next meeting from the top of a mountain.
As long as you don't like disappear for like 3 months, ruining the book club. Cough, Vinny, Shakugan, Oshana book club. Cough. I think you're fine.
Yeah, I'll try, but I'll be in northern Wisconsin, so it's gonna be a 0 service
I'm sorry for your
potentially.
loss.
Okay, well, if you missed that meeting, you can watch the video.
Yeah, I will.
You can be one of my 2 viewers along with best viewer Pirate. Let's go. Woo.
Well,
We love our fan.
Yeah, we love our fans, singular.
Hey, everyone that watched this video because Pyric posted it on the Legend of the Galactic Heroes Discord.
Vinny, you should fucking
I don't-
watch my video. I know this is like, I can't comment that because he's not gonna hear it. Vinny, you should be watching my videos. I watched your fucking Anime Jeopardy video you were in that got posted today. And you literally love this show. You should be watching my videos, Vinny. Fuck you.
I'll walk out real quick.
And that's the end of the recording.